સોરી સ્વામીજી તમને વહેલા બોલાવી લીધા પણ મને થયું પેલું વોઇસ આપણે એ કરવું હતું ને નહીં તો I will tell. So we'll begin in another 2 minutes with our
No problem.
advertisements ને બધું ચાલુ કરી દઈશું. Okay.
Yeah.
I think she's starting now. Yeah.
With 25 acres of breathtaking beauty and absolute tranquility, Madhuban Resort and Spa exemplifies luxury that is soaked in tradition.
Madhuban is a home away from home. With his vast, enchanting gardens, Team Madhuban always awaits to give you service with a smile. Adding to that, the aromas of cuisines from around the world makes Madhuban a perfect wedding destination.
At Madhuban, an experienced team of wedding concierge and event planners are committed to weaving together moments that are certain to stay with you for a lifetime. Because moments as special as your wedding need a destination as special as Madhuban. Madhuban Resort and Spa, luxury soaked in tradition.
So you will not say faces, but you'll see a lot of names.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will begin. Good afternoon, everyone. It is really good to see you all again for our first webinar of the year, and with our honored guest today, Pujya Swaminiji, Sulbhanandaji, Saraswati, on FLO Ahmedabad chapter platform. Om Swaminiji. Om. A very warm welcome to our past chairs, FLO Ahmedabad chapter members, and FLO Friends Pan India. FLO is the women's wing of the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, FICCI, an organization.
Into that Shubh Lagan. Isko kya?
Sorry. Can you just mute here? An organization of empowered women to empower women, other women from all stratas of life. We have 17 chapters, pan-India, representing 8,000 women professionals and entrepreneurs, headed under the dynamic leadership of FLO National President, Ms. Janvi Fukan. It's a very special event for us today in many ways, as we start our new year with the divine teachings and blessings of Swaminiji on today's topic, Veda, a true source for spiritual empowerment. And it is definitely extra special for me, as I consider myself very, very privileged to have known Swaminiji as a quietly beautiful, powerful yet gentle, and a very kind human being. Swaminiji began her career as a lecturer in business management and moved towards spiritual life when she experienced teachings of Pujya Sri Swami Dayanand Saraswati Ji of Arsh Vidya Gurukulam. She became his disciple and studied Vedanta with him. And Swamiji initiated her into sannyasa in 2010. Our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi Ji, is also a disciple of Pujya Sri Swami Dayanand Ji. Under his guidance and instructions, Swaminiji began teaching Vedanta and Bhagavad Gita. She has taken up tasks of educating children in Vedic studies by preparing a syllabus, namely Bharatiya Vidya Vikas, which has been fondly adopted by many schools as supplementary syllabus, and teachers are trained to deal with subject content. Thank you, Swamiji, for giving us your valuable time today and your deep knowledge of Vedas that you'll be sharing with us today. With our FLO fraternity Pan-India, we all know that as Hindus, Vedanta is a spiritual philosophy taught through Vedas from the ancient scriptures of India. And Veda is divine knowledge, which is eternal, just like God. As we all know, there are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda. The Rig Veda is known to be the oldest Vedic Sanskrit text, and Vedas did not have manuscripts earlier, but were transmitted from guru to disciple through oral auditory transmission, chanting. The Veda and its scriptures are so deep-rooted that some of the other verses and texts are memorized and recited, even today at auspicious occasions. These prayers and verses are therefore the world's oldest religious scriptures that are continued to be used in the present day scenario. Before I request Swaminiji to take over the platform, I request Chitra to play the video about the new project Swaminiji is working on, called Center for Excellence in Study of Vedic Civilization. Thank you, Chitra.
वैदिक सभ्यता। वेद अर्थात ज्ञान का स्रोत। सर्वजन सुखाय सर्वजन हिताय वेद का सार है। मनुष्य की सबसे सामान्य इच्छा है सुख, जो शारीरिक और मानसिक स्वास्थ्य पर आधारित है। सुख मन का अनुभव है और मन की संरचना मन के विविध संगों पर निर्भर है। मनुष्य को कौन से विविध आयामों का संग रखना चाहिए, उसका मार्गदर्शन वेद देता है। विश्व के खुशहाल देशों की पंक्ति में भारत 140वें स्थान पर है। हम जितना खुशी की तरफ भागने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, उतना ही उससे दूर जा रहे हैं। जन्म से लेकर मृत्यु तक मनुष्य किसी न किसी पदार्थ का सेवन करता है। वन अपने आप में संतुलित है, क्योंकि अन्य प्राणी वर्ग जीवन चक्र भली भांति निभाते हैं, परंतु मनुष्य अपना कर्तव्य भूल जाता है, सिर्फ भोगी बन जाता है। सेवन के साथ योगदान भी महत्वपूर्ण है। योगदान के व्यवहार को प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए ही यज्ञ का जीवन में स्थान है। यज्ञ वो नाभि बिंदु है जो संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड को जोड़ता है। यज्ञ के माध्यम से विश्व की सारी शक्तियां ऊर्जावान होती है। हमारे रीति रिवाज के पीछे वैज्ञानिक एवं मनोवैज्ञानिक सोच है। हाथ जोड़कर नमस्कार करने से शुभकामनाएं प्रकट होती हैं। जितने भी पौधों को वेदों में पूजनीय माना गया, उसका संग स्वास्थ्यवर्धक है। सूर्य प्रत्यक्ष देवता है। सूर्य को नमस्कार सिर्फ तन को स्वस्थ और सुपुर्द नहीं रखता, बल्कि सूर्योदय के समय मिलने वाली अनंत ऊर्जा की अनुभूति कराता है। नासा ने एक ऐसे उपकरण का निर्माण किया है जिससे सूर्य की किरणों को सुना जा सकता है। वह किरण नहीं वरन ओमकार ध्वनि है।
That was beautiful. And Swaminiji, I welcome you on this platform today to enlighten us with your knowledge of Veda. Om Swaminiji, please welcome.
Oh. I am thankful to all members of FLO Ahmedabad, and my special thankful to Taruna Ben, who is the chairperson, for inviting me as well as giving me a very good opportunity to speak on this topic. Actually, this topic is very less chosen for this type of platform. It's hardly discussed. But Taruna Ben has selected this topic because she is also a spiritually inclined person, and she knows that the internal empowerment is the empowerment in true sense. So I am really glad to speak on this topic with this esteemed crowd, and I am sure this at the end of, you all will join in one sound with me what I am trying to convey you, and you will be fully agreeing with me. The topic, Veda, a true source for empowerment. Taruna Ben used the word spiritual empowerment, but I am using the word empowerment only because empowerment has no any specification. When the person is empowered, he is empowered in every field. So I'm using only empowerment. What is the difference between Vedic empowerment and other empowerment? We see in our day-to-day life that one is empowered with financial help or social assistance or some physical aids. But these helps or aids are in need for constantly. Once you take away these needs, the empowerment is gone. So person is totally dependent on what is being offered. But that is not the case with the knowledge of Veda. If a person is knowledgeable and he knows, because Veda is an ocean that one cannot master in entire Veda. But if one section of Veda, or if the instructions of Veda a person has adopted in life, each and every action of the person is empowered with a total strength. From where the strength will come, we will see in our lectures as we progress. For the sake of making the subject easy, I have divided the entire topic in 5 sections. Initially, we will just discuss some misconceptions about Veda. And later we will move to discuss what Veda is, who is the author of the Veda, what is the subject content of Veda, and what is the vision of Veda. The vision of Veda will cover that how Veda empowers us. So what are the insights? What is the spirit behind Vedic instructions? So and so forth. But let me first, we will start with some misconceptions about the Veda. I will enumerate one by one and will give refute also. First misconception about Veda is it is a Hindu text. Actually, it is not. It is a text for a total mankind. A Hindu word we don't find in Sanskrit dictionary. It is rather a modern word. How the Hindu word is come? We all know in our history that India is invaded for thousands of years. So when the invaders came from Afghanistan, Khyber Ghat, from that region, the first civilization, the people residing in this native land, they came across is near the Sindhu river. It is they were settled in the bank of the Sindhu river. Pronunciation of S is very difficult for the Iranian Egyptian people today also. They don't pronounce S, they use the word Hindu, I. So even our Google Guru will say it is not a Sindhu civilization, it is a Hindu civilization. And from that Hindu, the word came Hindu. So who are those people who were settled on the banks of the Sindhu? Those people are called Hindu. So Hindu is a very, very modern and recent word. But Veda is a far, far more ancient. So it is not a Hindu text. It is a text for the entire mankind, humanity. Second misconception, it is a religious text. No. It is a text for material wellness as well as self-realization, which we call a spiritual growth. So Veda contains material wellness as well as spiritual wellness. It is not only a religious text. Third misconception, it has an origin before some 1,000 years. Some say 2,000, some say 3,000, some say 5,000. But actually, Veda is a beginningless. In Sanskrit, it is called Anadi, which is no beginning. It is Anadi, which is no beginning. Fourth conception, it is written by Veda Vyasa. It is again a misconception. It is composed by Veda Vyasa. And in our discussion, we will see how Veda Vyasa is composed. And fifth misconception is, it is a text to read. No, it is a text to live. So when we read something, like suppose we say, I have read Gitanjali. It is not text like this, that you read and you can say that I read it. Once you read the text, suppose Veda, then if you cannot put into practice, then it is considered as well not red. So Veda content is such that it pursues the human being to live accordingly. The instruction, suggestions given in Veda. So the question is, why this misconception? From where they have come? Honestly speaking, not a single indigenous scholars have done research on Veda. The reason behind it is that Veda flows in blood of indigenous scholars. They live according to Veda. So for them, it is a living reality. And because of that, there is not a inspiration or curiosity that do something more, know something more about what Veda is, because they know that we know everything and we are living according to that. But during British rules, when many foreign scholars came to India, visited India, they saw the tradition, cultures, and they were very curious about to know Veda. And they did research, they studied, and they come out with a book, a text, which they put on a global platform. In that preparation of the text has all this misconception, because in their perception, there cannot be anything which has no beginning. There cannot be something which has no history. So that is their mindset. In their background, they worked on that, and they give this type of some basic information about Veda to the world. They put on world, and till now our Google Guru gives us this information because it is there. But these are all misconceptions. Now we come to today's main discussion, main 4 topic or section, what Veda is. If I put in a layman language, Veda is a manual. So what is manual? If we buy any product, the manual is attached with it. And manual gives us a basic information about the product. That what product content, how to use the product, so it can be beneficial and not harmful, so and so forth. So manual gives a basic information about the how to use a product. So too, Veda is a manual, and it gives us a information how to use a product called a creation. This world is a creation. It is a product. Our body, it is a product. So I think, let me give you a definition of product. What is a product? It is a put together things to serve a specific purpose, and it gives us a desired result, which is capable of giving the desired result. It is called a product. Now, if you look at this world, this creation, we know or we don't know, but we have some connection with the world in some way or other, because it is put together. What is world? If we say, we just count to enumerate the word as sun, one is moon, sun is river, word as mountains, one has trees, animals, stars, air, earth, fire, so and so forth. And these are the all elements put together in this creation, in this world. And human being is also put in this world. And human being interact with all these elements to fulfill one's goal of life. Goal of life, I'm using this word with not any specific, but just we want to live. But if we want to live, we need all these elements to live. Without these elements, we cannot live. So Veda gives a manual that how to use all these elements and in such a way so this it will be a useful and not a harmful. I think during this corona pandemic, there was a small, funny WhatsApp message was on a discussion that human being use the plastic in without using the brain. So we covered the earth with a plastic, throw away plastic. So the nature covered the human being with a PPE kit. So if our interaction with the natural forces is not in a defined or a decided rule or decided laws, there are possibilities that at some time they may bounce back, attack us, and we have to suffer some repercussions, some effect that we know all well. We talk about climate change, we talk about the melting glaciers, so many things. It is all about our not understanding the natural forces and misusing it. But Veda gives us that sense, that guidelines, that how a human being create a connection with the natural forces in which way. It is given in Veda. We will talk when we talk, we will discuss the subject content. So word Veda has come from the with root verb. Verb is with. With means to know. And Veda, the word is come as a from to know to it is a knowledge. So it is a body of knowledge. There is not a single branch of knowledge in total entire universe which is not available in Veda. So it covers the entire knowledge, everything we find in Veda. So it is a body of knowledge and deals with the natural interaction with the natural forces in human being. We may ask here that why only human being, not others, because there are other living creatures also. But all other living creatures are living in their limited prescribed boundary. They never cross their boundary. Only because of that, they don't have any freedom to do which is not prescribed. They do only what is prescribed. So their behavior, their actions are in a limited, in a boundary, but human being is given a freedom to choose so many choices. And when the wrong choices are done, then that wrong choice will lead to a harmful reaction. So to safeguard, we need to know what are those natural forces and how they contribute in our goodness and well-being. So this is the broad picture of Veda. I'll come to next question. Who is the author of Veda? If a creator has created this universe, the same creator he created a Veda, but in form of vibration and sound. When our rishis, now let me tell you the meaning of word rishi. There is also a rush verb in Sanskrit. In meaning is the one who knows. It rush, janati. So Rishi is one who knows. So Rishis are given immense inner strength, a concentration of mind, a maturity. During their meditation, they tuned up to this universal vibrations, and in their tuning up, many come across with the vibration. They decoded that vibration, heard the sound, and like that, Veda has come to human being. It has arrived from universe to a human being. So when the sound comes, or when the words, decoded words are there, a Rishi is a responsible individual taught those things to their disciples. This is the teacher-student lineage, the way it is started. So the Veda has many branches. Each branch is named after a Rishi. So a Rishi has seen, heard, decoded a portion of Veda. It's not a complete Veda. It is a portion, a section. Likewise, many other Rishis have also decoded, recorded in their memory this text, Veda, a words form, and they transfer to their disciples. So Veda is also called as Shruti. Shruti is it because that time there was no script. It was just a heard, one mouth to another ear. So it is a mouth to ear transition. So it is called as Shruti. This practice continued for so many years, countless years. So many branches, so many rishis, so many teachers, students, group, so many things. So when Vedavyasa was in his body, it is called that Mahabharata era is 1500 BCE. So Vedavyasa was there in that Mahabharata era, and he thought of to simplify the cluster. This was a cluster. It's a conglomeration. It was a mass. So many branches, so many things, so many ways of telling. So to simplify all this teaching, he just identified 1180 branches, which is useful and it covers the entire what was available at that time. So totally, so it was a classification. 1180 branches was selected. And those branches further classified into 4 sections. One section is contained of prayers and worship. And these have 21 branches. This section is called Rigveda. Another section which contains rituals, specifically yagna rituals, yagna tradition. It contains 109 branches, and it is called Yajurveda. A third section which contains praising of devatas, propitiating a devata, showing affection towards the devata. And if someone finds a devata not favorable, so giving a compromise gesture by singing. In this section is mainly a singing section. It is called a Samaveda, which is 1000 branches. The fourth section, which deals with the ward off of hardship for you in mankind, safeguard from enemies, from evils, and worship to other devatas which are not mentioned in other three Vedas. This section is called Atharva Veda, and it has 50 branches. Atharva is the name of a rishi, and so name of the Veda is given on the name because Atharva rishi came with the finding the how to safeguard mankind from evil forces, how to ward off them, how to fight an encounter with evils, and what are the other devatas. So we find Ganapati Atharva Shirsha Upanishad in Atharva Veda. We find Langola Upanishad in Atharva Veda. Because in other Veda, there is no mention of Ganapati, Hanuman, nothing. Because other Vedas only mention of natural forces. And those forces are a Devata. So it is a Agni Devata, Surya Devata, Varuna Devata, Prithvi Devata, like that. But in Atharva Veda, we have a different type of Devata, which can have form or which can worship with a specific purpose. So these are the different structure of different Veda, which is at present we are given. It is with us now. The script of a Veda is a Devanagari. Like it is we write in Hindi. Hindi script is also Devanagari. And Veda script is also Devanagari. So now there is no any author of Veda. Veda Vyasa is a composer. His actual name is a Dvaipayana. He is not a Veda Vyasa. He is a Dvaipayana. But he divided Veda. Vyasa, matlab he did Vinyasa. So he fondly named as a Veda Vyasa. So Veda Vyasa is a composer of a Veda. Now we come to third section. What is the subject content of Veda? We go individually one by one all four Vedas. But before that, there is a general scheme of things in Veda. Scheme of things matlab how the Vedas are studied and how the entire Veda is given a structural form. Mainly, Veda deals with two subjects, action and knowledge. The action portion covers 90% of Veda. In the knowledge percentage is simply 10% or even less than that. Reason is this: if a human being engage one's duties, day-to-day duties, a routine, or a action prescribed by the position someone holds. Unless the duties are performed, actions are done, one is not entitled for a knowledge. Because for knowledge, one's need a one type of a maturity, a one type of a capacity to understand. That capacity, that qualification, and that maturity comes only when the person has performed during in life whatever the action is supposed to be done, what one supposed to do. That is what the one person has to fulfill. So karma section is a big section, and the gnana section is a smaller one. This is the basic section, karma and gnana. Now each Veda has 3 parts. Part 1 is a Samhita portion. Part 2 is a Brahmana portion. In part 3, it is a Aranyaka portion. In Samhita portion, all mantras are put together. Either it is a Rigveda mantra, Yajurveda, Samaveda, or Atharva Veda. In all 4 Vedas, in Samhita portion, mantras are accumulated. It is a accumulation of a mantra. In Brahmana portion, the section gives that how the mantra is to be used, for which function, for which ritual, for what work, for what objective. It can be varied. It can be many things. But how to use this mantra, it is described in Brahmana portion. And third portion is a Aranyaka portion. If we see in our society nowadays also, one is retired after some age. Age can be anything. Someone retires after 80, some retires after 70, some retires after 60. But what to do after retirement? So the Aranyak portion provides the facility for the individual who wants to live their retired life is a meaningful way. That can be contemplation, it can be upasana, it can be the knowing that metaphysical aspects of creation, human being, jiva, jagata. All these aspects are to be known. One has to know. And for that you need some peaceful or some spare leisure time with you, which can be available to a retired person. So in our social structure, after Grihastha, we have a next stage, Vanaprastha.
As a new client,
We consider Vanaprastha is after 50. That is, we call in Gujarati, Vanma Pravesh Karyo. But actually it is not like that, it is always after 50. But if we consider the human life is 100 years, so life is divided in 4 sections, 25 years for study, 25 years for a grahastha, household life, 25 years for to know what is all about, knowledge, upasana, meditation, contemplation, studies, and next 25 years as a sannyasa, where there are no obligation, person is totally free, and the one lives the way he wants to live in accordance with the or conformity to how Veda asks a sannyasi to live. So these are the our society, Vedic society design. So Aranyaka portion is meant for a vanaprastha, the one who is retired from an active life and want to spend some hours for the study of text, for upasana, and to know what is the truth of all these things. Therefore, Upanishad we find in an Aranyak portion. Upanishad is also called Vedanta. Vedanta matlab Vedasya Antaha. It is not an end of Veda, but it is in the end portion of the Veda. So it is an Aranyaka section who deals with the Upanishad. In subject of Upanishad is a metaphysics, that how the world is created, how the world is sustained, and how the destruction takes place, and who is responsible for all these activities. So this is the subject of metaphysics. So with this, a broad structural design of Veda for each part of Veda. Now we will enter into a specific Veda studies. It's a Rig Veda. What Rig Veda deals with? The mantra of Rig Veda is called a Rig. That is why it's called the Rig Veda. Rig matlab in Hindi or in Gujarati we say Rucha, Ruchaye. Matlab there are mantras. That Rig is a prose form. It has no any poetic or chandasa construction. One section has 10 letters, another section may have 12 letters, or another section also may have 6 letters. So they are in prose form. But they are chanted in a specific manner. In the swaras for this chanting is Udata, Anudata, and Swarita. We won't detail what Udata all these are, but there are 3 swaras, and Vedic chanting is done with the use of 3 swaras. Rigveda mantras is grouped in various suktas, that is called sukta. Like suppose you have heard the word Purusha Sukta, or if you have word Medha Sukta, or suppose Shri Sukta. So Sukta is devoted to a particular devata. If it is a Prithvi Sukta, so devata is a Prithvi, and a Sukta will narrate the special characteristics of Prithvi and how Prithvi nourishes the entire living creature, how it sustains the everything. That is why we call the Prithvi Mata. This is Vedic culture. So in Rigveda, there are many more suktas. And these suktas are used for worship as well as prayer. So we find, or you might have also heard also, that if there is a sequence of earthquake, a group of people will just chant Prithvi Sukta to pray for the Shanti of a Prithvi Devata. So this is the culture, that how a human being interact with the natural forces according to Veda. That is why the usefulness of this sukta is for our day-to-day worship
closer to their age.
And our connection with the natural forces. So Rig Veda contains suktas which are useful for prayers and worship. Same sukta, same mantra, when used as an offering in yagna, it becomes a Yajurveda. So Yajurveda's mantras are not different from mantras of Rigveda. But the usage of mantra in Rigveda is for only worship and prayer. But Yajurveda uses the same mantra for offering. So Prithvi Sukta mantra in Rigveda, it is in chant form. But Prithvi Sukta in Yajurveda, it is with the Swaha. That is what we do in Homa. So same Sukta is used as an offering to the fire ritual. Why fire ritual? As you saw in that video, that yagna is a center for the connection with the universe. What is happening in this entire universe is nothing but a yagna. One is offering something for the survival. The same survival piece offers something for the survival of another piece. Like that we see that the sun evaporates the water gathered as a rain clouds, and rain clouds comes on earth in form of water and again goes to ocean. So this is a cycle. This is only one cycle, but there are many other cycles. In every cycle, in each stage, there is an offering. So ocean offers its vapor to sun. The sun creates a rain clouds. Rain clouds offer the rain to the earth. And again the earth is replenished with the water. And with the water, more plants, more plant kingdom, water for the other living creature. And again the water goes to rain cloud again rains, comes the water. Like same way, there are many more cycles. Like suppose when you do pranayama. In pranayama, the pran offers to apana. When you do puraka, when you take puraka, inhale, that inhalation is prana offering to apana. When you exhale, it is apana offering to prana. So this is also a cycle. Now when suppose you do kumbhaka, matlab you withhold a breath for some time. That time prana and apana both are offering their breaths to the prana of samana, which is balancing force. So these are the various cycles. Like we take food every day, digest it. It goes to different organs, it gets energized, and again tomorrow we are empty, we need to feed, and the cycle goes on. So yagna tells us that we all are connected in a cyclical mode. And in cyclical mode, each stage element has to offer for the next stage to continue. Now we offer in Agni fire. It is a fire ritual. But when we offer Indraya Swaha, so it doesn't go to Agni, it goes to Indra. But a messenger who takes it is a Agni. So this is, everything is a structured manner. It decided that Agni is a universal messenger. And it takes a message to the concerned, to whomever the oblation is offered. So when one offers, it is offers a Ishta Dravya. Ishta Dravya matlab, suppose you are doing a Ganpati Homa, so your Dravya will be what Ganpati likes. So naturally it will be the Modaka. But suppose you are doing a Shri Homa or a Lakshmi Homa, then the offered Dravyas will be totally different. So Dravya differs with the specific deity for which the offering is done. So this message is given to us that human being also offered. But what is offered? Which is Ishta. Ishta matlab desired. We don't live accordingly what the way we want to live. But we live in such a way which is the Ishta, a desire. Desire for forest, desire for a river, desire for mountains, desire for air. So if we follow this, it is a offering of a human being to the natural forces. It is the Devatas. And when it is offered to Devatas, Devatas are pleased, and though pleased the Devata will in turn will bless the humankind with a regular seasoning, because our season is also a Devata. So if we want a season, a regularity, then the yagna portion is very much important. And in Vedic culture, yagna considered a main source of worship connecting to nature. It's a yagna. We will see how yagna should be done in later portion. Come to Samaveda. Chanakya has given a 4 instruction how to win over enemy. Sama, Dama, Danda, Veda. That Sama, that word, is in this Samaveda.
Sorry to just interrupt, but we are close to 5 o'clock. આપણે કેટલી વાર વધારે લાગશે because we still have after this Atharva Veda. તો સામવેદા પછી અથર્વ વેદા કરવાનું છે?
5 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So Sama is winning over enemy by showing affection, by showing concern. So mantras of Samaveda are sung in such a way that devatas are propitiated. In Atharva Veda, we have many prayogas. Prayogas matlab it called, suppose when one person comes with some complaints in life and how to remove those kalmashas, so those are negativity. So all these prayogas, experiments, are mentioned in Atharva Veda. In Atharva Veda, mainly used to safeguard mankind from hardship, evil effects, and for the overall goodness. So for the smoothness in life. So these are the 4 basic contents of Veda. Now last portion we came, what is the vision of the Veda? What Veda wants to say by giving all these things? Veda wants to create in human being a right attitude, right belief, and right commitment. An attitude of contribution and attitude of appreciation. This attitude can be developed by connection with yagna and natural forces. If we understand that we are sustained with a breath, our breath is the main thing. So air is the main portion in our life. So we appreciate the presence of air. We appreciate the presence of water. We appreciate the presence of sun, moon. It is all given. No one has created this thing. So develop an attitude of appreciation and contribution through yagna. Belief. First belief is there. Seeking help is an intelligent living. That is what Veda teaches us. Whenever you feel helpless, you need to seek help. And prayer is the highest form of seeking help. And prayer to all Devatas, Ishvara, through chanting, reciting, we get the inner strength. And third is a right commitment. Commitment to what? We all know that what we want. So if I want respect, so I am committed to give respect. If I want happiness, I am committed to give happiness. So Veda gives us this very subtle instruction that you give what you want. So we all know what we want. So Veda don't tell what you want, but Veda gives that please give what you want. And this is the commitment in life. If a human being leave this suggestion, this instruction, this is the injunctions given by Veda, by giving suktas, by giving homa, by giving so many mantras. If human being lives, then definitely it will give inner strength. Now, one small, very minor thing, Gayatri mantra is the representation of the entire Veda. Because it is Tripada Gayatri. In Tripada, in each Tripada quarter, each Veda is a representation is there. So Ruk Veda in first Pada, Yajus Veda in second Pada, Sama Veda in third Pada. It is a Tripada Gayatri. So if one recites a Gayatri mantra, it is considered as one has recited the all three Veda. So this is the what Gayatri mantra significant is. And yagna is given as a tool to live, to nurture a habit of offering. In yagna, we simply offer, it's an oblation. So our every action, our thought, our behavior needs to be with the spirit of offering. If a human being lives according to this, it will give inner fulfillment, a sense of inner fulfillment. And that sense of fulfillment is the real power. So once a person lives this, the power which is already given to us, everyone, it is with us only, but we have forgotten. But if one lives this, it will reclaim this power automatically. If one follows the injunctions of Vedas, simply right attitude, right belief, right commitment, in yagna is an offering. I'm not telling about yagna physically doing, but it is the spirit of offering. That whatever I'm doing, it is an offer. Now at present, it is my offering to this august audience, like this. So it is an offering. If one lives according in this roadmap, empowerment is inevitable. Definitely it will come. And once it is there, it will never go. You are free to live without any dependency on external aids, external help. You as a total individual, a powerhouse, fully empowered, and you can live your entire life with a complete happiness. This is what the Veda is for us. So we are really blessed. If we understand the Veda, then we can understand the importance of our life and we can live a very meaningful life. So with this, I put the end and I hope it will be helpful to you.
No, this was really, for me also a lot of learning, although we, sometimes communicate with Baba at the ashram, with you also, sometimes like when we went to Ujjain, we had a chat. But when we get into our daily life, Swaminiji, we forget all these things. And the peace and quiet as well as the total solitude sometimes you need to first understand and digest this is what we don't have. Once
I understand. That is why I have taken up this project, a Center for Excellence in Study of Vedic Civilization. And I will be conducting a 7 days residential camp.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should all...
And in that, all these topics are covered. That without leaving anything, your daily course, how you can be at peace and how you can enjoy your life, how you can live. It's a practical way. So we will during campus, all the practicalities all will be shown. Then with minor changes, no, what we are late, we can get achieved.
Yeah, because 45 minutes is not enough time to learn about Vedas. It probably gets your interest, to learn more about it. And that was the idea, that there's so much more to Veda. It's just not knowledge as read, but there's a deep knowledge, deep understanding, and the spiritual aspect of it that one needs to know. And you did explain it very beautifully. And you already answered my question in your last 5 minutes. Like, how can we apply Vedas in today's life? I think some of your answers in the end is this spirit of offering, the yagna, mantra japa, and your just daily routine, which includes the Gayatri mantra, which includes all the three Vedas. So these are the little things we can do. And also, go ahead.
See, body, mind, and intellect are three means which we use in our day-to-day life. So Veda gives us that how to nurture body, how to maintain the calmness at mind, and how to sharpen the intellect. We need all these things.
Okay.
So sharpness of intellect is through Gayatri mantra.
Okay.
Calmness of mind we can have with the type of food we are eating, type of company we are keeping, what we are reading, what we are watching. So we are using our senses. That will affect our mind.
So, what is the purpose of duty of human life, according to the Vedas? What is the came up with, probably, why are we here?
See,
The life.
no, just this is a very vast subject, but
Yes.
to just summarize in nutshell.
Mhm.
Suppose you are in a position of a chairperson. Thus, as soon as you acquire this position, you are designated with duties, responsibilities.
Mhm.
So you discharge your responsibilities in a appropriate way. That is all the Vedas injunction. So now it will be individual difference. There is no problem in that.
Mhm.
But you use this position totally for a useful of a mankind, not for yourself. That is what the message of Veda. So
Okay.
every individual is positioned somewhere. Everyone has position.
So I have a couple of questions here. And, I know we are running out of time, but if you don't mind, can I place those questions to you, Swaminiji?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
The first one is, in Kali Yuga, which Veda is applicable? As it is mentioned that Harinam is beneficial in Kali Yuga.
There is no any prescribed specific mode of worship for Kali Yuga. But the spirit may differ. Like in the Satyuga, meditation is the form of prayer.
Okay.
So in Kali Yuga, form of prayer is they call is a Sankirtanam. So if you connect to Ishvara, then Sankirtanam is the best mode of prayer. Because in Kali Yuga, the subtlety is very, very less. Everything is in gross form.
And one person, Sarita Sinha, she's just made a comment that give what you want is her takeaway for the day. A very enlightening session. So do you agree with that? Give what you want? I mean, you did say it, but that was in a very short form. So if you enlarge it, how would you give what you want? In what sense? Can I just ask you that question?
Yeah. This is not in a material sense.
Yes.
This is all that what I am committed to. So if I want respect from society, so I need to give respect. If I want that no one hurts me, so I need to practice a non-hurting way of life.
Yes. Thank you. That's the definition I wanted. Give what you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you clarified that, because people would take it different. Give what you want, so back to the society.
No.
So it's not that. And another person, Nupur Pawar, nowadays we can't get authentic person who has knowledge of Vedas and know how to apply it. So in this modern techno world, one can't have importance of Vedas. I don't agree with that. What would you like?
True. Because in whatever techno world or a material world, wherever you are, everyone wants the happiness. And happiness does not come unless one follows the injunction of Veda.
I agree with you there. And prayer is the greatest support and giving to receive an offering to the Devatas for fulfillment is a message from Meera Sethi, that learning today from you. This is what
Good,
it is,
good,
and I
good.
think it's very true.
Good.
So,
Yeah.
you got some beautiful messages also. Anybody else would like to place any questions to Swaminiji? I think Rupa.
Hi, Taru. I'm sorry I came quite late.
Yes.
I thought it started at 5, but it seems like a very enlightening session. I'd like to know, I know this is not talking about Vedas, but I believe the stars that have just recently, the Jupiter and Saturn have conjuncted, and I believe it's going to be a new, nice world. Maybe the end of Kali Yuga. I don't know. But is that true?
No.
No?
It is not true.
No?
But the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn will bring a very good new horizon in our justice system.
Okay.
As well as our constitution work. That's what I can say.
Okay, because what I'm hearing is it's going to be a new world altogether.
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Swaminiji, I'm going to ask you this one question. And, I was talking to for those people who are there, Swaminiji and Swami Tattvanishta from Chennai, who's friend to नहीं कहते શું કહી શકાય મારાથી તમે મારા શું થાઓ Swamiji, my gurus. So they were with me when we went to Kailash. And so we do chat now here and there. And I was talking with Swamiji the other day, and he asked me to, I said, what kind of questions I can ask Swaminiji? So this is one question that he suggested, and I think I want to ask it. What is intelligent living through Hinduism, Dharma,
This is
Veda?
I think I answered.
Yeah.
Seeking help is the intelligent living.
Okay, Achha, that belongs to the seeking help, whether it is prayers or, whenever helplessness. Okay, so that is the answer. And what is Ishvara according to Veda?
Ishvara is the one who governs the universe.
Okay.
That is Ishvara.
The one who governs
How governs, it is a vast subject.
Yes. We'll take it up another time.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. And for me, it was definitely...
I can suggest one reference book if anyone interested.
Please.
Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan publication is published a book on Veda.
Okay.
It is a Sudakshina Trust in Mumbai.
Okay.
And that book contains a very, very thoroughly understanding of Veda. Everything it covers.
Okay. So what's the name? I missed that. Sorry, Swaminiji.
Title is The Vedas.
Okay. Thank you.
Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan publication.
Okay. Thank you. So with that, I will ask Niti Mehta, our Joint Secretary, to give the thank you note and my pranams to you for being with us today and enlightening us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go ahead, Niti.
Happy New Year to all. On behalf of FLO Ahmedabad chapter, Chairperson Mrs. Taruna Patel, committee, and all members, I, Niti Mehta, Joint Secretary, personally thank Swaminiji for the valuable and useful session that she shared with us today. Thank you, Pujya Swaminiji, Sulbhanandaji, Saraswati, for sharing you in-depth knowledge on Veda with us today. And I thank our Chairperson, Mrs. Taruna Patel, for starting our new year with this enlightening webinar, which will remain with us not only for this year, but our lifetime. And I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to our past chairs for the perfect support and guidance. And I also would like to thank our sponsors, Madhuban Resort and Spa, Phoenix Creation Simplified, Satyanarayan Jadia and Sons, Sanket India Anand, our IT partner, EITL, our design and printing partners, Akaish Printing and Stationeries, PR agency, Delta Crest. Last but not least, I would like to thank all our members who were a part of this webinar. Thank you all. Stay safe and happy. Thank you, Swaminiji.
Thank you, Swaminiji. Pranam, Swaminiji.
Thank you.
Om.
Oh.